physics is a concept astrophysicist Leroy Larry developed that explains in down-to-earth scenarios how the principles of physics could have come about from observing nature. Each episode begins with a scenario, followed by an example to illustrate the application of these principles in futuristic research at the frontiers of science, such as Leroy's astrophysics doctoral research at CINESPA, Center for Space Research, and then concludes with an exploration of how these same principles could have very well been used by ancient cultures and civilizations. Mathematics is naturally encountered and incorporated as the exciting and fun tool of science that it is. Science is the window into our amazing world of nature, and mathematics is the tool to open that window. Natural physics encompasses current, futuristic, and ancient physics, and ties them together by the principles of physics that are common threads running throughout each.
Two, three.
Greetings, I'm Leroy Larry and welcome to Natural Physics, live from the territory of the Borucas. Season 2 opener, rocking and rolling with the spheres.
For you, baby. Mwah. Okay. Mwah. We are disgusting. Good morning, everybody.
I'm Leroy Larry and welcome to Natural Physics, live from the territory of the Borucas, the Diqui Delta. We are here for sunrise with the spheres on equinox. And season 2, our slogan, excuse the double pun, is going to be rocking and rolling with the spheres. Get it? All right. Okay, but where we are in the Park of the Spheres. It's called Parque de Esferas. And it's, by the way, over my shoulder, you see the sun coming up. And here, let me raise the computer up a little bit. Actually, there's a sphere. See that sphere behind me? Let's see. Yeah, that's a big one. And this park is full of spheres. That's the Park of the Spheres in Palma Sur, not far from the Boruca village. So, okay, it's 5:23. Let's just pause for the cause. Sunset is 5:24. Sunset. Sunrise is 5:24. 5:25, 5:26. I'm going to shut up and let's just watch the sunrise behind me. And I'm going to take the computer and walk around this park and show y'all the different spheres as the sun is coming up, okay? So hang with me and let's do that. Okay, and then when we come... Greetings, I'm Leroy Larry. Welcome to Natural Physics, live with the spheres in the territory of the Boruca. Season 2 is going to be, excuse the pun, double pun, rocking and rolling with the spheres.
Join us, everyone, next Wednesday, October 6th, for a full hour of our Season 2, Episode 2, as we continue rocking and rolling with the spheres. Tune in same fat time at 1 p.m. Costa Rican time, same fat channel. Greetings. I'm Leroy Larry and welcome to Natural Physics, live from Costa Rica. Welcome everyone to Season 2, I don't know how many of y'all was able to join us 2 weeks ago on September the 22nd, equinox, fall equinox. But if you did, thank you again. And if you watched it later, I don't blame you. So this episode, I'm going to show more clips of our Borucas expedition, which actually turned into a road trip, right? For those of you who may not remember, those of you who were not with us at that time, we had arranged to visit the Borucas village. Everything was set up. We were going to give a presentation to the whole community, myself, Mariela Bonilla, and we were going to film it. Oh, we were so excited. And then about a month before we were going to go, we found out that unfortunately a lot of individuals in the community contracted COVID. We were unable to do it. And so need for them to go. So my wife Tears and I, we decided to just, I mean, we had already made all of our arrangements, rented a car, accommodations. So we just made it into a road trip. So it went from the Borucas expedition or Expedition Borucas, it went to Borucas road trip. And we had an awesome time. Before I these Costa Rica, and Costa Rica is such a small country, but the diversity, the wide spectrum of people that you meet, and the flora and the fauna, it's unbelievable. I mean, I think I read a statistic somewhere that Costa Rica is at the top in terms of biodiversity and different forests, beach, jungles. I mean, you got it all here. You seriously do. And don't forget, you got two oceans. You got the Pacific and you got the Caribbean. I mean, my goodness, you have volcanoes. Okay, so uh, we had never been to this part of Costa Rica before. Now, we had actually been as far south. Where we're going now is about 20 miles north of the Costa Rica Panama border. I mean, it's way down south, right? And we had been that far south, but not on the Pacific side. We had been to the Caribbean side, which is Puerto Viejo side. We never been to this part of Costa Rica before. I mean, how cool after almost 10 years of living here, we go to a part of our country that we've never been to before. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that. Okay, so we're gonna roll these film clips, and I'm just gonna talk. Here we go. This is the park where I filmed our broadcast on Equinox Mornings 2 weeks ago. And as you saw in that broadcast, it is full of spheres. Okay, here's the entrance to the Finca 6 archaeological site. Oh, I was so excited. I mean, this is a major, this is only my second archaeological site. Giabo was my first. I'll talk about Giabo later. We're here in Costa Rica. Okay, so yeah, we're just rolling film. Okay. Yeah, I got a close up of it. So this is when you're about to go into the archaeological site. Okay, this is the area. I mean, how beautiful, huh? Look at this. I mean, mountains. I mean, just beautiful territory. Just beautiful. The clouds. Okay, this is after we left the museum. Okay.
Muchas gracias.
Hey, hey. Thank you. Hey there. You scratching, huh? You're not stuck, are you?
He's scratching. All righty. Enjoy yourself. Had to come back and say hi.
Get your ass home.
Well, that's nice on the video.
Did you get the dog though?
No, I may have.
Sippy. Oh, that's looks like it's coming from the other way.
I mean, look at this beautiful area. The Diquet Delta. Amazing. There's the ocean right past that far group of trees.
Not like the guy who says it's 2 for something said.
It's not for me.
Just want y'all to get the idea of the lay of the land. Okay, when we left the museum, we come around the corner and here's this patch of field that has all this artifacts, okay? Just on a corner. Cows in the back pasture. I mean, look at this. I don't know why this reminds me of an angel with wings for some reason, but I mean, this is on the side of the road, everybody. We had left the museum, and this is just in a curve in the road, right? Now, here's the upper section of a sphere that has been severed, and you're going to see the rest of it in a minute. Okay, there it is. Look at that. Just got sheared off, right? Oh, you're going to hear more about that in a minute. Okay. So I'm photographing. You see the cows in the background. Okay. I had to give them their own slide, their own picture. And there you can see there in addition to spheres, there was also some other objects which I got some close-ups of. I mean, this is out in the countryside, right? Leaving the museum on this rural road. Serious countryside. Okay, now there, yeah, you can see to the left. No, it's coming up. That was the okay. You see the road, the curve. Okay, now there's is kind of a sphere, right? Interesting color, interesting shape. And there's another angle of it, and there in the back of it, you see another object, which really it doesn't look like a sphere, but it makes you wonder what is this collection? Where did it come from? Who did it? Why? Hey, kind of like our sphere questions, right? Who, when, why, and especially how. Okay, now all of a sudden, this individual walks up. He doesn't speak English. I don't really speak a lot of Spanish, but we're communicating, right? And what I gathered from him was that he wants to the slide should have changed by now on my screen. I don't know. It's very sluggish. I don't know if the internet is going slow now. Okay. So he's talking to me in Spanish, but the body English, the energy, the body language, I could tell how important it was to him, this area, right? And I'm telling him how I'm here for the spheres and that I want to talk to the Borucas at some point. Okay, we're getting back to this story. I just across the road is his stand. He sells nuts right across the road from those artifacts. And I'm definitely going to get back to that story. But okay, all right. Now, everybody, I wanted to try to give you the feel of this area, the energy, the denseness of the jungle, of the forest. So what I'm filming here is I'm on my way to the beach.
So cool I'm being able to do
And-
this.
And this is in, again, this is in the Borucas territory, the southern part of Costa Rica. Okay, the Diqui Delta, dense forest. All right. Now, I don't want this to be like watching grass grow or paint dry. So if you want, go grab something, play it in the background. I captured all the sounds of nature that were going on around me. You can hear my boot steps. I'm going to stop talking in a minute, and I want you to good enough. And I'm on my way to the Borucans, going through this same area, looking for that rock to haul back. And again, we really still don't know how they remember whatever block that the spheres were made from was much bigger than the actual sphere, right? The raw material was much bigger. So if you started out with if you wound up with a 10-ton sphere, like my sphere, I call it my sphere with the picture of me with it, it's about 12-ton block of sheer granite. And to haul that through something like this, so I'm gonna be quiet in a minute and let you listen. Maybe you may see something that I didn't as I filmed this, because I had little four-legged people run across the path in front of me and pull me like this. When I get to the beach, there is a surprise. I had a close encounter with a beautiful person from nature that I would have never ever expected to encounter. I mean, it's what you dream of. So listen to my footsteps, my boot steps. Look at the flora and the fauna all around me. Excuse my coughs and grunts. This is a path. I mean, imagine to do this to get to the ocean, right? Not quite a walk in the park. More like a trudge in the jungle. Trudge in the jungle. Okay, so listen every now and then. Okie dokie. Those of you, by the way, those of you that are tuned in on YouTube and Facebook, type in questions. We try to have it, we're trying to get it set up where no matter where you are in the world, you can type us questions as we are broadcasting, okay? So let's test that facility out, because if it's not working, we need to find out now so that we can get it fixed, because, hey, season 2, we are rocking and rolling, right? I know y'all getting tired of hearing that, but I just get such a kick out of saying it. Evidently. Okay, so again, you have any questions, give me a shout out. Okie dokie. All right. And anybody, if this does get to be like you're watching grass grow or paint dry, hey, pop that in there, okay? Seriously, just shoot it in there. That'd be awesome. Okie dokie. Okay.
Already here. See water. And the thing of it is, it's working. Yes, indeed, Ray. It's working, right? Everybody, it's working. So hey, give a shout out, holler at me, okay? Seriously, whatever you want to ask. And if it's not even related to what we're watching, you can ask anything you want, okay? Remember in season 1, I said this program has no bounds. The Twilight Zone meets Cosmos, right? Again, as I walk through this foliage,
Still going? Yeah. Oh, only 12 minutes?
yeah, I just had to check to make sure the camera was rolling every now and then. I definitely want to capture.
So you come out and you
The
got
sounds
a
of
sea of
nature
rocks
all
in
around
front
you.
of you
Oh,
to get to the beach. Unbelievable, isn't it? Again, with flip-flops.
get out!
Check that out.
So once you
Wow.
got those rocks to cross to get to the sand.
See if I can find where we were. And it was coming down too. But we made the best of it. Yes, we did. Okay, I think I see where we were. We were over here for some reason. I'm not gonna tarry too long. It's not raining, so I kind of want to get on back. This is looking a little familiar. All right, we had our spot somewhere in here, I think. The situation could have changed from the tide, but I think I'm not going to go much further. Okay, I think we're good. And that rain was coming down. Okay, now I'm going to head to the water. Spin it on around. Walk to the water. I've been over there, huh? Not sure.
Isn't that a beautiful beach? Yes. That island there is like a landmark. I mean, it's definitely a reference point. You'll see it in some other clippage from later on, but beautiful. I mean, really beautiful. So remember, you had to trek through a jungle to get to this beach. I mean, it wasn't like going to Santa Monica or Venice Beach in California.
Whoa! Oh. Well, that was a mistake. Ooh, I'm glad my phone didn't fall in. Okay, wet feet going back. That's awesome. No, boots got totally wet. All right. So, you look at the expanse. How cool is this? Huh? Yes, that's an island. Quite the landmark. I wonder what it's called. I know it has a name. I wonder what that would be. Off the southern coast of Costa Rica. Off the Diqui Delta coastline. Almost looks like Kong Island, right? Isn't the new Godzilla versus Kong out? I'm gonna have to check that out. I saw the original, right? The original one. Oh, yes. I think I was in 5th grade, something like that. 6th grade, maybe. Now, I thought I should have been headed back to the shore by now. Is this repeating? I think this, Ray, I think this might be repeating because this already, okay, never mind. Whoops. Okay, I know what I did. Everybody. Okay, I know exactly what I did. I will explain later. Yeah, this is kind of a combination of two film footages, and I will explain that. Got myself, didn't I? Sorry, Ray. You're just playing what I put together. Yeah. Okay. Distance, I mean, just dense forest, dense jungle, right? How is somebody gonna haul a one that used to make here? How are they not through this? Seriously, 12 tons. There's my beautiful wife in the distance. I guess I'm trying to earn points here, huh? Wow. No, just to give you the okay. This experience, I never would have expected this. Okay. Can't tell. The surprise lies in that far stretch of foliage. 20 minutes. Okay, right on. Okay. Let's head on back. Get it done. Okay. That's just so cool. So cool.
It's coming. Surprise is coming.
Yeah, it's starting to rain all right. Okay. Okay.
Those of you that are listening on, okay, here we go. Those of you listening on podcast book, so you can see this. Seriously,
Hi.
there you go, everybody.
How are you? How you doing there? You doing okay? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, this is so cool. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Alrighty. Hey, hey. Oh, you're a beautiful person. Look at you. Oh, yeah, huh? Getting some grub, huh? All right. I'm gonna get on back because it's starting to rain. Enjoy your day. Thank you so much. Oh, this is so awesome. Okie dokie. You got some nice colors going on there. You sure do. Serious colors. Okay. Alrighty then. Okie dokie. Ah, look at that munch, 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 crunch. All right. Okay. All right. I'll see you later, okay? Okie dokie. Thank you so much.
Okay, so now I'm on my way back.
Bye-bye.
You got to kind of find. I told him or her bye bye. How cool, huh? I mean, seriously. And okay, now this film footage is going back along the same. You got to kind of find the entrance, right, where you came out on the beach, and then you just head back into the jungle. So I'm taking the same path back. I thought it'd be cool to film it going back, kind of a different perspective, right? Okay, so now let me explain the two film footages. Okay, we were there being that there was a beautiful, not far away, very secluded. Not a lot of people know about it. Yeah, I wonder why. Okay, not a lot of people know about it. Only about a 12-minute, 15-minute, 10-minute walk, right? Okay. So Tears and I are thinking.
You know what that looks like, huh?
Yeah, that what just now reminded me of the person, the furry person that I met back at the beach. So we're thinking, okay, yeah, 10, 15-minute walk. We're told it's secluded. Okay, yeah, very, very cool that I chose not to show, but we are trekking along this path. I'm carrying two lawn chairs. In fact, the video of me broadcasting from the park, the chair I'm sitting on, that's one of them. And then the other one is a green one. I'm lugging those two chairs. I got a backpack on my back with beverages and food. So walk the beach, okay? And green chairs loaded up. Flip-flops everywhere. Can you imagine going through this in flip-flops? Oh my goodness. So the film footage that you saw is when the day we went there for the first time, okay? And when my feet are in the water, my feet, and I thought the film was rewinding or something. That was day one, okay? And I mean, if anybody wants to see, we got a little film footage of that. Tirza took film footage of me. You see how this path is going with flip flops, beach attire, carrying two beach chairs, a backpack, and not fun. So I wanted to enjoy this appropriate attire. For example, I did to Tears was not gonna go back with me. Can you blame her? uh, so I decided to go back and film walking to the beach, and then walking back. And with the right footwear and dressed appropriately and not lugging a bunch of stuff, it was like a walk in the park. It was awesome. It was beautiful. Now you hear me panting and grunting a little bit here. It's a good little stretch of the legs. But yeah, there's very painful pictures and video of me lugging what I was lugging the day before on this very path. Oh, but hey, look at the reward of going back again, huh? I got to meet the person on the beach, huh? And let me tell you about that. So as I'm heading back to the rocks to find the path to go on, to come on back, a leaf falls from the tree above me, right? And then I hear what I think is like a little grunt, and I look up and I see a rustling of trees. My heart stopped. I held my breath. I couldn't believe it. So I watched, and there the person appeared, right? Right above me. I mean, literally right above me. And I looked straight up. So then I walked out further.
Whoa, look at
So
that.
get it, what a moment in
Big
life.
tree. Oh, okay. Let me just check this out.
Check
real
this out,
quick.
everybody.
Whoa. We didn't check this out the other day. Oh my goodness. That's beautiful. Nice little bench. Oh, that's huge. Look at that. That's huge. That's so huge. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Oh, have to touch you. Have to touch you. Oh, thank you. Okay. All right. Still recording? Still recording?
We're almost at the end. We're almost back. I'm almost back. A little creature runs in front of me. I couldn't quite make out what it was. I think it was maybe like a marsupial. Those little, it'll come up in a minute. Again, imagine flip flops, beach chairs, backpack containing beverage and food, six pack of some beverage, food, another bag containing different miscellaneous objects.
Oh, what's that?
I
Hey
mean, we
there, little one. How are you? Hey there. Hi. Hello. Hello, little one. Okay. Okie dokie.
all right. Oh, here's some Paducah masks, everybody. Beautiful, aren't they? These are displayed at a facility in the area. I mean, the energy in this area. Look at the facial expression on that, huh? So beautiful. And if you want to know where this was, shoot me a line and I'll let you know, okay? Thank you, Ray, from the Diaspora Pages. Right on. Our communication network is up and running. Oh, look at that. Look at that face. The land of the Paducah, everybody. The territory of the Paducah. Okay. We were fortunate enough to get some sunsets while we were down there. We had been told that it had been cloudy and raining, but we were very fortunate that we got some beautiful, beautiful sunsets. So that's the Diqui Delta coastline that we're looking out from. Southern Costa Rica, beautiful. Such a whole different energy than the Central Valley where we live and the northern part of Costa Rica. Such a diverse country. In energy as well. Full package. And in addition to sunsets, we also had the opportunity. Oh, I'm totally trying to time this. Oh, let's see. Okay. I didn't quite have my timing correct. I guess I took a few more pictures of the sunset than I realized. But again, just realizing that we had never been in this part of Costa Rica and that they said that there had not been sunsets. There we go. We also got to see a rainbow on the ocean, everybody, huh? Sunset and a rainbow on the ocean. How cool is that? I mean, we just felt like nature was telling us, right on. Here's your reward for coming down here, right? You came down here anyway, and look what jumped off, huh? And we're going back for sure. I mean, I don't even know the last time I saw a rainbow on the ocean. I seriously don't. It's beautiful. Totally beautiful. This is like outtakes. This is the famous crocodile bridge, everybody, in Costa Rica. I'll tell you about that. Hey, baby.
Baby, let's go.
Okie dokie. We're on the road to Borucas. 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 All right. Okay. Let me go and work backwards. That little ditty at the end, that's when we were getting ready to get in the rental car and head down to the Key Delta. We were so excited. And I don't know if anybody listening or viewing has seen the road movies with Bing Crosby and Bob Hope. And the first one, which was the best one, I think, was called Road to Morocco. And they're a comedy team, right? And I think it's in black and white, the movie. I'm not sure, but it's back there, right? And so there's this famous scene where they're on a camel and they're singing, "We're on the road to Morocco," right? It's a classic. Check it out. I mean, it's a fun movie. And there's a third person in it, a woman actor. Her name, I think, is Hedy Lamar, I believe. Okay, but yeah, great movie. So that was our little spinoff on Road to Morocco, Road to Baruca. We were so excited. We were so happy. And so I just want to say that we we felt the difference in the energy, uh, the people that we met. Okay, the person that I spoke to on the curve in the road, okay? I'm not going to say his name because I hope that he will be on our show in the future and he will introduce himself. But let me tell you this, we did not speak the same language, English and Spanish, right? But I totally understood his reverence for the spheres. And get this, you saw his coconut stand, which is right across the dirt road. Um, Serpe, you might have remembered seeing that sign. That's the name of the town at the end of the road. And Serpe is serpentine, and that's the name of the river because it is so winding. It's a winding river. It's beautiful. We have film clips of that as well. Um, but get this. Remember the picture of the sliced sphere? Okay. He wants to put that sphere back together. Okay. He wants to take that third part of that sphere and put it back to he wants to make that sphere whole again. Huh? I mean, what can you say to that? What can you say to that? And I'm going to the best of my ability, see if I can help him do that. Now, at the museum, we took a lot of pictures, but those are our pictures, and I felt that it's a beautiful museum. If you ever can go and see it in person, you should. I mean, the displays are beautiful. You have access to the archaeological site, to Finca 6. And the displays in the museum are an excellent introduction to going out to the actual archaeological site as we did. So I recommend, it took us 5 hours to drive from our home here in Huachi, Berlin, down to Palma Sur, where the museum and the archaeological site are located. But hey, it was amazing. It was awesome. And so, okay, now in the museum, there's a display that shows how they reconstruct the spheres. It's a very detailed procedure. It's very cool. I mean, such care is taken, respect for the material, respect. And they had to figure out a way to piece back together objects from nature, right? That human beings basically were responsible for destroying. So I don't know if this individual knows about uh, this, but also the National Museum of Costa Rica. They have a special group that oversees restoring these artifacts that have been destroyed. So I don't know if this individual is aware of that group, but I figure where I can start is to put him in touch with that group. Um, and when you think about it, everybody, okay, our whole purpose of going down was to speak to the Borucas, right? To speak to the community, to get an audience with the elders, to talk to them about the spheres. And that has been put on hold for now, but it will happen. Maybe we can arrange remotely. Um, Next episode, my goal is to have a guest from the Boruca community. I'll have to have an interpreter, of course, but that was our main deal. Season one, you remember, we got to the point where we said, well, we really can't go any further except to go to the source, to go to the Borucas. And so that's what we decided to do. And until we can do that, actually speak to a Boruca about the spheres, there's not a lot more we can do. So next episode, I endeavor to have a guest remotely from the Boruca village or from that area that can talk to us about what they know, what they've heard about the spheres. But so think about it. Our grand endeavor is to help the Borucas recover how they could predict lunar eclipses using the spheres. That was our main goal of planning this trip. Doing the sunrise equinox with those two aligned spheres, that was an awesome spinoff, right? I mean, to be in that energy. And so, and as I said in the first episode of 2 weeks ago, we found out after we got down there that when the two spheres that are aligned east and west, when they line up with the sunrise, is for the spring equinox, which is in April. We were there for the fall equinox. It did not matter at all. Just to be there and night on equinox morning because the museum wasn't open that early that time of the year. That early so that people can go and watch the sunrise with those two aligned spheres. And I guess they that gather at Chichen Itzu to watch the temple, the 365 staired temple, the shadow of the shadow of the Mayan, and I forget whether it's a solstice or an equinox, and whether it's but a lot of people gather there to witness that phenomena, just like people gather at Stonehenge at those times of the year. I think there's probably going to be a good little crowd at Finca 6 come spring equinox. So I know I joked 2 weeks ago about I don't know if we'll do sunrise again, right? I mean, we felt the Tears and I felt the energy at that site. I mean, we did. We were there the day before equinox, And remember the film of the ants, the path? There's multiple paths of those all throughout the site. Now you figure, how long did it take these ants to make that pathway going back and forth like that? And I don't know if you noticed, but in the film clip I showed, uh, you had ants going in one direction, and then you had ants going in the other direction that were carrying basically the equivalent of logs, huge logs, right? So all throughout the site, and again, we took a lot more pictures than I showed because out of respect for the museum, hey, people need to go and see this for themselves, right? You show a whole bunch of pictures, people might say, "Well, I don't need to go now. I've seen everything." You really need to see the displays at this museum, and you need to see the archaeological site. Amazing, beautiful. Okay. Um, Now, I see we got a couple of minutes left. I want to go back to this individual. So his coconut stand is across the road. So we're standing there talking, and this huge bus comes rolling around the curve. Bus driver beeps at him. He put his sphere back together, huh? How tangible and how symbolic, how parallel it is to our endeavor to help the Boruca piece back together their knowledge of how the spheres were used as a lunar calendar, right? And as I said in season one, that's right in step with all the other ancient cultures that were hanging around at that time, 1,000 or so years ago. Chinese, the Inca, the Sumerian, hey, right? The Boruca are right in the mix. So I see we have a minute. Okay, everybody. Season two, we're rocking and rolling with the spheres. You've seen the LeroyLarry.com website flash up there. If you click on that, it brings up my basically all of my information. Okay, our TV show, our website, all of our podcasts. You can select them all. You can listen to them. You can watch them. So, everybody, thank you for joining me for episode 2, season 2. Get ready for a fun ride. Okie dokie. Tune in next week. Same fat time, same fat channel.